The postseason atmosphere is electric as we welcome you to Game 1 of the League Championship Series on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Gio Gonzalez gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Gio Gonzalez, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs in baseball. Pretty good fastball, too. 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitcher.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in the lineup, but a guy who can play gold glove first base and move to the outfield.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. Conforto behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled away. Struck him out.
Batting second here tonight, right fielder Mike Trout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Full count still.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Line drive to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Dallas Keuchel will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan, any thoughts?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Here's Corey Seager. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Seager stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Keuchel, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto has a beat on it. One down. Next for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Bases are empty. One man out. This is skied into short left center. Rosario takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. And with two away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. In now is Yasiel Puig. He has no prior history against this pitcher. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. One ball, one strike to count. A 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We are still scoreless. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez. He's totaled 4 hits in 21 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Gonzalez gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. Gonzalez has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
One and two.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full. 3-2. The next 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. There's a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
With Merrifield next to hit. A ball and no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario, man at first after the 2-out walk. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Merrifield leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting 8, catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
At the plate, Kevin Plawecki. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lagares is under it. And that retires the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Bellinger.
First delivery to him on the way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And another foul ball.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Hot shot down the line. And that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. More trouble waiting on deck in the person of Matt Kemp. Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trout has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So here's Matt Kemp now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Here it comes. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Scorched to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Here's Juan Lagares, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Two balls and no strikes, the count to the Dodgers center fielder. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit down the third base line, but this will get fouled. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Merrifield picks it up, and a glove flip for one. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Stepping in, Dallas Keuchel. 9-1-2 due up.
Dallas Keuchel.
Gonzalez looks in. First pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Sinking line drive out to right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's 1-1. Keuchel gets his lead at first, nobody out. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder.
Standing in, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Here's Starling Marte, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Marte is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Lagares is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Here it comes on 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in now, Austin Barnes. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Catcher, Austin Barnes.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
The pitcher, Gio Gonzalez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
The 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here's Corey Seager as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the 1-0. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Barnes leads off second with one gone in the inning. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto is after it, but he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Puig is sitting on 150 home runs to this point in his career. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 LA. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Kyle Seager.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Gonzalez looks in. Here it is on 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
With Merrifield next to hit. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. sent on the ground out to second. Taylor's got it, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Next up from New York, Ahmed Rosario. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Two and 0 now. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
And we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner back safely. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Missed with a breaking ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike. Two, here it is. Just hung in there on that one. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're down 1-0. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Bellinger.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider.
1 ball, no strike.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Justin Turner. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Goldschmidt is underneath this one. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. One run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a fastball just a bit up. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. The 3-2 one more time. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Dallas Keuchel. He singled his last time up.
Pitcher number 60, Dallas Keuchel.
First pitch on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Gonzalez gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Michael Conforto. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
Now the 1-0. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And Kemp's going to need to play this off the wall now. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Into the box now, Mike Trout, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Here's the 0-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so they'll let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Line to the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, Hero. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance. But you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Digging in, Juan Lagares as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a strike. The 0-2 delivery. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Barnes, 30 years of age. He was a 9th round pick back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trout has a read on it. 2 gone. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Gio Gonzalez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Kenta Maeda takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 18.
Coming to the plate now, Whit Merrifield. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he fouls this one off. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball, 1-0. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
2 balls, no strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
The 3-0 pitch. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Kevin.
So striding in, Kevin Plawecki. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back. First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land foul, shy of the wall. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
The 1-1 home. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
The pitcher, number 60.
Now batting, Dallas Keuchel. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the Brandon Nimmo will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Pickoff move to second, and he'll get back in standing. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Mets leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Seth Lugo enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Corey Seager. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Corey Seager.
He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Line softly toward the hole. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to third. Seager fields it cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Ready now, Yasiel Puig. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. Lugo, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Conforto, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First offering on its way. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Into the box, Starling Marte, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he's collected 11 hits in 44 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. The 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first, not in time, and the go-ahead run is across to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Whit Merrifield next to hit, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lagares on the run. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. A 1 pitch on its way. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. The Mets lead this one 3-1. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home.
for the Dodgers, first baseman, Cody Ellinger.
Jose Torres gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Jose Torres.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1. Hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
Stepping up to the plate. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Cannon Middleton is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 39.
Jeff McNeil will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 10, Jeff McNeil.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Middleton playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
1-2 now.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail it here 3-1. So digging in now, Kevin Plawecki. He'll start us off in the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here it comes. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Full count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's the first pitch to him. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. 1-1. Now the double steal is on here. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Now another 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Line drive to left. Oh, coming on hard as he makes the diving catch. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box now, Mike Trout, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set, and the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. McNeil, the runner at second with one away. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Here's Starling Marte.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit out towards second. Taylor with the slide. He gathers the throw. He is out. A run, a hit, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Dodgers 1. Kyle Lewis will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 5, Kyle Lewis.
Here's Juan Lagares.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Gesellman will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch. Austin Hedges is into the ball game as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup.
Austin Hedges.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Well, he got a lot of that ball, but nothing to show for it to start the home 8. Now at the plate, Austin Barnes. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. Two balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. The 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Hedges is after it, but no chance to recover. Barnes is on at first after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Jason Kipnis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Jason Kipnis.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
1 strike.
Ready with the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
2 strike.
Line towards center field. Marte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. And, Dan, this could be a real make or break.
Your attention, please. Now
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here comes the first pitch. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Seager has room in foul territory. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers leave one. They trail it 4-1. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Yimi Garcia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. From the stretch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Seager leads off second with nobody out. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's called out on a close play at third. Two and two to the Mets catcher. And it's fouled away. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball three.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Another full count offering on its way. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are two down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Up around the letters with that one for ball two. And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0. Kyle Lewis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here it is, the 3-0. It is taken, strike one. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 1. Striding in to start the ninth, Chris Taylor, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Down by a bunch here, and what makes it even more difficult, they're facing the closer. Not going to be an easy task trying to tie this one or go ahead here at home.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 0-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike three.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He grounds it sharply to third. Seager has it. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
First baseman number 35, Cody.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late that time for a strike.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 outs saved. Job well done.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. New York jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Seth Lugo